Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Tim Langford, and I greet you warmly without any snow on the ground here in central Indiana. It is a beautiful day. We actually have the sun coming out, and oh my goodness, it is such an honor to be able to see all the folks who have joined in for this training webinar this morning. As you know, we meet every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. and I promise you that we will either go over something that is a game changer. So just like next Tuesday, when we have on one of our key term carriers, Phoenix, or a game changer when it comes to talking about appointment setting, or when it comes to talking about how do we cover a client whom everybody else in the insurance world says this person is not insurable, yet I bring to you this morning a wonderful name brand. I mean, you talk about name recognition. Someone would have to almost be a hermit if they have not heard about Gerber. So it is with great honor that I introduce to you Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen is she'll tell you a little bit about her background and her expertise, but I want you to be able to hear that there is no such thing as a client who cannot be insured. And Mary Ellen will go over that in more specific details with you and just the ease of being able to write an electronic application to the point where you go right on your phone. Within 30 seconds, you'll be able to get a price for any person who's over 50. And we'll have on maybe at a later date, if it's even necessary, because Mary Ellen will be able to cover everything. We do have a carrier for those folks who are younger than 50, and this will be putting pressure on Mary Ellen to talk to the powers that be to say, hey, wait a minute, why don't we capture the below age 50 as well? But Columbian Financial Group, CFG, will go all the way down to age 25 for the exact product that Mary Ellen is talking about. It's just that over age 50, why you'd want to go with Gerber versus CFG is they have less qualifying period. They will be able to get a full value insurance that you'll understand in a few minutes sooner, and not only the name recognition, but it'll be more financially feasible for your client. It's more economically priced. Gerber is than CFG. But keep in mind when you have somebody who is age 25 to 50, we do have a carrier out there to help them as well. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. You know, if I came up with that, you'd be saying, wow, what a wise man. I just simply duplicate things that are good. And that's from Jeremiah chapter 29:11. Add Gerber to your portfolio of carriers. If you do not have Gerber, go ahead and email me saying, please, if you are a contracted agent with us, just an email to me saying, please make sure I have Gerber is all that's required. And Mary Ellen, do we have you on the audio with us?
Thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
there you are, Mary Ellen. Please, you have approaching 40 different states to be able to share across the nation of why Gerber is such a phenomenal company that we believe in and appreciate your relationship with Gordon Marketing. And please openly share, and we'll insert questions as agents have them.
Wow, it's amazing. I'm talking to so many states, and it still feels like my house, like I'm talking to my home. So I thank you for that. Great welcome, and I appreciate that. Very lucky to work with Tim and to Gordon Marketing. Just going to talk a little bit today. Again, I've been doing this for this actually marks my milestone year of 20 years. So very happy to be in the industry for that long, and no complaints. So that's really good. Um, just talking today about Gerber Life, like you said, it's such a well-recognized brand name. If you want to jot down my number, if you have any product questions, feel free to give me a call direct. It's 914-272-4083. Be sure to tell me that you got my number from Tim's call though, please, so I can give him the feedback in that. Okay, we got just Gerber Life. It's just very easy. We got the brand recognition because we're easy to do business with. And we're just going to go through, the Guaranteed Life product and the Grow Up Plan today. But what I want to share with you is we've actually made it into this century. We've got a mobile app, which is called Agent Zone. So all you do is go in and search either your iPhone's Galaxy tablet on the App Store or Google Play. It's 2 words. Type in Agent Zone. It downloads. I'm usually technically challenged, and I actually even managed to do this fairly easily. So it's a good thing, and it's really nice. It gives you the quotes. It's got a really neat little cheat sheet on there for ages and that, so you don't have to remember. You could just go to the app, and as long as you're thinking Guaranteed Life and or a grow up plan for children, you can go right in there and just go on the phone, check the ages, check the the pricing. It's all real easy. Easy to download. You can share your brochures in there if you want to send them client information directly from your iPhone or your tablet. You can go ahead and download and share that information. The quotes, again, they did a really good job on this. They're easy to see and to read. All right. Getting a lot of feedback. I hope you guys can hear me. We've got again, with Gerber Life, we are the baby food people. So we have that name brand recognition. And a lot of people didn't know that we're actually a wholly owned subsidiary of Nestle as well. Again, great direct-to-consumer marketing strategies. Been doing it for over 47 years. And we've just grown to be that trusted brand for parents and grandparents and young adults who actually come to us to buy our contracts, to buy our products. We're rated A, which is excellent, from AM Best. Again, through that, guaranteed products, we've got excellent customer service, so we are granted that A rating. All right. So again, just to recap over Gerber Life and why you should sell Gerber Life. Again, easy to do business with. We've got that great. You go into the client and they've heard of Gerber. So you don't have to overcome that with that product. They know the name brand. They trust that brand. That's huge. And again, we make it easy. It's a one-page application. We've got different ways to process business. You can do the paper app. We actually have, with the new mobile app tied in, you can actually go in and do, you can write your business right over the phone or your iTablet when you're sitting with the client. We've got that e-signature. Again, just making it easy to do business with. So we're going to talk about the Guaranteed Life, and our product is a graded death benefit product. So for those first 2 years, if the insured should pass away from anything other than an accident, the Benny's going to receive the death benefit amount of earned premiums paid plus the 10%. Again, any unearned premiums get refunded, but it's that 2 year, just that first 2 years for the graded death benefit, which is nice. Some firms have longer, so it's just ours is 2. All right, and again, everybody knows this is the market, the trending. Baby boomers just, became senior citizens, so, everybody recognizes this as the place to be at this time in history. Right, our issue ages are going to be 50 to 80. All right, face amounts between $5,000 and $25,000. And what's great with us, we have the differentiator on our portal. Because most people like working with agents, which is good for us. You can go in on our portal and customize your proposals. We do a per 1,000 quote that we have available for you. Right, that's not available on the direct-to-consumer side. Again, all our products have the discount when you do the ACH, which is automatic checking account. All our products are discounted up to 8%, except for the Grow Up, which is actually 10%. All right. Again, this is a true guaranteed death benefit product. There are no health questions. Okay, none. No smoking questions. So, your client's telling you they haven't been to the doctor, your client's telling you that they don't smoke, but yet you got, ashtrays and you've got all the, you can tell that they're, maybe doing a little bit of that smoking. We don't, and this is the perfect vehicle, Gerber Life, because we don't ask those questions. It's one-page application, no medical questions, no smoker questions. And then you got the death benefit, of course, is going to provide that liquidity, for the loved ones. All right. The people that can buy, again, clients that are uninsurable, heavily rated, the pricing is extremely competitive on this product. Our actuaries did a great job on it. We're actually in line with some of the simplified issue products that are out there. So, again, with the mobile app now, you can run the quote and take a look and see if there's any question that they may or may not make it, with the knockout questions. You can actually go to just Gerber, and you don't have to worry about bouncing or losing the case, because his underwriting is just challenging, or they're coming back and forth. This one, for a few dollars, is just worth it to put it through with the guaranteed issue. Okay, so we're actually finding that, obviously people can buy it, husband and wife. We're actually finding elderly siblings are purchasing it on each other because the spouse has passed away, or they're divorced. So, you've got those brothers and sisters. And also adult children are making sure they're purchasing these so they have the burial expense for their parents, so they don't have to come out of pocket, especially with retirement assets. And if you're in a down market and you've got to have that liquidity and there's no other place to get it. So it's a really good thing to talk to them and make sure that planning's in place. All right. The people that we do not want to purchase, or you don't want to put in on the graded death benefit, is because if the client should pass away from anything other than an accident in those first 2 years, you're going to get a chargeback. It's 100% the first year and 50% the second year. Now, obviously, you can't predict an accident, so we're always going to pay that death benefit in full if the client should pass away by accident. And, we're not going to charge you back. That would be not really that cool. We wouldn't be a very popular company if we did that. All right? Okay, so did you want to open up for questions on the guaranteed life?
If we don't have any questions right now on that, but if you wanted to go back to maybe go in a little bit more depth as far as that right there, who knows, if you write it on somebody, they die within 6 months, maybe just to describe what a chargeback is and what benefit. There is still a benefit for the client as far as what they receive out of this, plus the 10%. If you wouldn't mind going into that a little bit.
Well, it's really not, because we want you to do good field underwriting. Because if you're not doing your field underwriting, what happens is if the client passes away, it's just tough, because they're expecting that full death benefit, the loved ones. We will pay the death benefit. We're going to pay a death benefit of it's premiums paid plus 10% on earned premiums. All right, so hopefully something happens and it's an accident. They step in front of a bush or something and they're not passing away from a medical reason. I mean, obviously stuff happens, but that's why we have you guys doing a good job out there with the field underwriting, so you don't have to be in that position, because there's going to be a chargeback, which means if they pass away in that first year, your commission goes away. If they pass away in the second year, you're going to lose 50% of your commission. Okay.
And an emphasis on, if they do pass away within 12 months, expect that chargeback. So where the idea is not to try to just put this on somebody who's only going to have 6 months to live. Mm-hmm. The idea is, and yet if they do pass away within 6 months, this is better for them than a savings account, a checking account, because there is a guarantee of that 10% return, but realize that you will receive that chargeback within that first 12 months.
Yeah, it's tough because you're sitting with the insured to go over this when you're selling it to them, and then what happens is the beneficiary comes in and they see a policy with the face amount of 25, and they think they're getting the 25, and it's a tough uphill climb. Just don't want to be in that position.
Perfect. Thank you. I think that
Yeah,
clarifies
no.
everything.
Yeah. All right, so we can talk about the grow up. This is actually the flagship contract for Gerber. We actually do most of our business with this on the direct-to-consumer side, and issue ages are between 14 days and 14 years. Um, we have face amounts of 5,000 to 50,000, and you get up to the 10% discount. Again, this is a simplified issue product. It's again, one-page application. It's all of 2 health questions. We're asking if their child is under age 1. We're asking if they're premature, any abnormalities, and if the child's over age 1, it's 1 health question. It's just a 5-year look back for anything, with heart, respiratory, or mental disorder. And again, what's also nice is in the market, we're getting an increase of children with asthma, and it's not an automatic decline for Gerber. So as long as it's stable, controlled, we look at and we do issue clients that have asthma in children. All right. We have the jumping juvie policy. It's actually, I call it the jumping juvie. It's really it's because what happens on our plan, the face amount automatically doubles at age 18, and that's with no premium increase. So you don't have to put a note on the contract. There's no follow up with the client. There's no signatures. It's really amazing. It's just the face will double, no premium increase. Also on this policy, built into the pricing, are guaranteed purchase options. So you're going to get 4 options on 5 dates, and the option dates are 21, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And it also comes to, 2 accelerators, if they're married, have children, or they legally adopt a child. So what's nice is the parent or grandparent could give a gift to the child of 50,000 face. That will automatically double at age 18. And if something happens, if the child's uninsurable, or any even good things like they want to go fly a plane or pilot an aircraft or a scuba dive or something, they can actually pick up those other increases in face amount by purchasing a term or a whole life contract up to to that 100,000 max each time for $500,000 of total coverage on somebody who could maybe not get that coverage somewhere else or be uninsurable completely. So it's just something it's really huge. We've added what they call a payment protection option rider, and simply put, it's disability waiver on the payor. So again, it's we just want the payor and the owner to be the same. We want the issue ages for the owner between 18 and 50, and again, it's simplified issue on the rider. Going to ask 2 questions. They're going to verify you're the payor, and they're going to verify that you're not currently disabled or terminally ill, or on disability. Kind of a no-brainer. It makes sense. All right. Again, all affordably priced out. What we want to do is position it with the parent or the grandparent as a meaningful gift, because parents and grandparents get, toys, clothes, they break, they outgrow them. This is something that you can give them that's going to continue to grow and keep on giving back to them, to the child or the grandchild. It's something they can hold on to and will have value. And the nice feature and differentiator for us with Gerber, we actually let you put up to 6 children on one application, so you're not sitting there writing out 6 apps, one for each child or grandchild. And it just makes it so much easier. All right, and again, the people that can own it, we're going to have the parent or the grandparent can actually take out for the policy, and the grandparent doesn't need the parent's signature. So when you're giving a gift and the grandparent wants to do something for Christmas or birthday, they can truly give it as a gift, and it would be a real surprise. The parent doesn't have to have a signature. All right, which again, it makes it just easy to do business with. All right, and that's it. We're up to the portal portion.
Terrific. On the children's apps, Mary
Hmm.
Ellen, the when we go over when a child turns 18, some of the options that happens with the Gerber policy.
If the sorry, no, the policy automatically doubles at the child's age 18.
See, I don't think
So
we
that face
emphasize
amount,
that enough. 'Cause that is huge, guys.
yeah,
That is huge. I still love Mutual Omaha's children's apps as well. You guys know that, but Mutual Omaha cannot compare to what Mary Ellen just told you.
it's really hard to do a side by side and look at that because the price doesn't increase.
Key
So
item. There's
yeah,
no increase in price, and yet the face value just doubled.
yep. Yep, guarantee purchase options are built in, so you've got all these great things in there just, and as part of that pricing.
That is so huge, and we have Gerber. We're only able to offer on an as earned basis. So the
Hmm.
competition on the Mutual of Omaha side, yes, it's nice to be able to get that advance on the children's applications. But side by side with Mutual of Omaha children's applications compared to Gerber, pretty similar as far as pricing. But when that child turns 18, as much as I love Mutual of Omaha, Gerber just puts Mutual of Omaha to shame when they double the face value for that child. So I understand that if you've got to take that money on a advanced basis through Mutual of Omaha, while you would write a Mutual of Omaha child's app, keep in mind you may struggle a little bit with it, thinking that, well, I might be doing what's best for me, but what am I doing best for that child? If the pricing is similar and the child is getting the parents are getting a twice the value when that child turns 18, that's a major blessing for that child turning now into an adult.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's also nice because the branding, they know Gerber and the baby head when they're talking about parents taking care of their kids and benefits for their children. It's such a well-known brand,
Absolutely.
especially for children.
I've answered a half a dozen questions here, Marianne.
Okay.
Let me throw you this one. Tom is
Hmm.
asking, what about grandparent owner who's over 50?
Yeah, no problem. They can own it.
And now Shawner is asking an excellent question about when a child turns 18, does the ownership changes?
That's a great question. Yeah, I believe the transfer happens at 18. Sorry about that. I think it's 21 is when the age changes. It automatically will become the child's policy. They become the owner automatically at age 21. It
Perfect.
reverts to the owner. The insured becomes the owner at that point at age 21.
And Shawner's also asking about the payment options as far as like a 10-year paid up or 20-year paid up.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, we're working on it. Thank you. Good question. All good questions. All. Yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to come up with something creative on that point for you. Not yet.
And Fred is wondering about citizenship. I don't think you guys are offering anything for a non-Social Security a person, are you?
No, it's well, we have they can be a U.S. citizen or have a green card, and then we're golden.
Right. So if they
And we
don't
don't
have
need,
social,
and they don't need. I apologize. They don't need the social on the children.
correct, but they
That you
do
don't
need to
need
be a U.S. citizen, though.
to own it. Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Yes. Good questions. All.
I think we're up to date on questions. And guys, if you don't know where we're getting these questions at, go to your key to the GoToWebinar, undock your question box, and this is what we found the best way to be able to, instead of trying to unmute everyone with background noises being rampant, just type in your questions. And this is why we even use on every Friday at 11 a.m. I'll give you a little plug for this Friday. As you know, every Friday at 11 a.m. I feature an agent whom I call is making it happen. Wow, what a powerful agent we have coming on Friday. Same platform, GoToWebinar, even though it's just a conference call, so that you can type in questions just like we're reading right now. Let's see, Billy's asking, what about a return of premium? And I think we've kind of covered that as far as the return of premium plus 10% if they die within 2 years. I think that's what you're asking there, Billy. But anything else? Can you think of what a return of premium might be? That's about it, isn't it?
For us, yes.
Very good. And then Lance is asking, does it have cash value that can be used for college, especially with a grow-up plan? That's a good question.
Absolutely. It's you would take a loan out. It would be like any other plan. We don't have a window to overfund. It's not. It's a non-par policy. It's got guaranteed cash values. Once the policy gets issued, you can see those cash values in the contract.
Perfect. And then Deborah, did I miss the use this for mortgage protection? Okay. Deborah's kind of wondering why we're using this for mortgage protection. And go ahead, Mary Ellen. We've talked about this extensivity.
It's actually about not leaving money on the table when you're going to visit. It's just opportunities, and it's something that's available to you and very easy to process. When you're talking to your clients and you're asking them, you're doing your fact finder, and they have parents, or they're of that age between 50 and 80, and they have health issues, or they'd like to put a little extra, protection in place for that final expense. This is a great fit for that, and it's so easy to process. I've got the portal up, and again, once you become you do your first piece of business with just-in-time appointment, and you could do your apps right over. Your first piece will be a paper app. After that, you do you can do the straight-through processing. So you run a quote on your iPhone or your iPad. You're sitting with the client, and you can actually go ahead in and just process this straight through with your you run the quote. They say yes, and you write in. Do you guys do mostly face-to-face or over the phone?
I emphasize face-to-face because your rate of being able to get it written is 900% better when you're going face-to-face. But let me talk just a second further about the mortgage protection. On that one, Deborah, Mary Ellen hit it right on the head when she said, don't leave money on the table. In other words, if you don't have, if your client cannot get approved for a Phoenix, cannot get approved for Mutual of Omaha, cannot get approved either on the term or what we call final expense. So we're talking about mortgage payment protection. I've written a half a dozen applications with Gerber last year, guaranteed issue, because my client couldn't get approved, but they were still concerned about their mortgage. So I talked about, well, let's get you something, and you can write up to. I did several applications of $10,000, $15,000, which gave them more than a year's worth of house payments when they couldn't qualify for anything else. So that's where you're going to use this, even in the mortgage protection world, which is so crucially important. Then there's the policy owner. I think we kind of covered this, but Fred's asking, does the policy owner, yes, I'm sorry, going back into the citizen, and then cash value. I think we answered that pretty well with another question about that. And then can you talk about the college plan for a child's education? I think we've kind of gone through that. As much as I love the grow-up plan and the college plan, and kind of go over that again a little bit, Mary Ellen, boy, what a huge college plan when we start looking at a IUL, but that's a different webinar, but that really has teeth to it.
Yeah. Yeah, the college plan is if the client likes the guaranteed cash and a certain thing rather than a risk, then the college plan is the way to go because it's a guaranteed whole life contract.
So you've got a little bit of cash value that'll grow. I normally will quote somewhere around about a 1.8 to 2.4% of
Hmm.
growth. If that's fair, is that a fair rate?
That is fair. Yeah.
Okay. Now we can look at, and again, another webinar without taking time away from Mary Ellen, but we can look at an IUL. That is a fully underwritten product unless they're 15 years or younger, but just like what I have my daughter in.
Simplified.
Yes, that would go simplified then, but now we're
Simplified.
talking about 7.5 to 8.4%. So that is a major difference there, but love the idea of getting somebody started with something like the Grow Up Plan or the college plan through Gerber.
Yeah, it's just nice to know it's in the toolbox.
Absolutely, huge
Yep.
benefit. I think that we've kind of exhausted the questions again. If you wanted to show folks how to be able to maneuver the training website, this is great, Mary Ellen. Thank you for letting us interject these questions.
No, it's great. Thanks. I love it. It's nice when everybody's listening. It's a good thing. Very nice. I like that. All right. So we just again really easy to get into. This is our portal. Really, they've done a great job. One shot stop. They've like all the warnings and they'll give you all the information in yellow if there's anything you need to be aware of. So very quick and easy. Again, you've got your discount. Your ACH is up here. We do have direct bill. For those senior citizens that have the card, we do that. Okay, and just the way to quote. And this is very similar to the one on the mobile app. Male, female, and it's gonna pop up and give you the quote just like that. I mean, really easy. And you can pick the preset, and this is what the direct-to-consumer would get. But then we can amp it up a bit. So if the client only wants to maybe their budget's 120,000, you can go in and dial in that budget. 125 a month.
Now, to clarify, this is on the website versus being able to access this information on your phone.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is, once you do the quote, and you can do this quote on the mobile app, all this functionalities on the mobile app, and even up to the point where the client agrees, you can actually still do the proceed to application right directly from the mobile app. It'll take you right in to sign in. You just need your ID and password.
Tough to do it on your phone, but the iPad is ideal.
Yeah, the phone is a little tight. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? It depends on how savvy and how well you know it. If you've done it a few times and you know where to go and what to do.
I was just talking about just the actual size of the phone and trying to get people.
I know. It's so tiny. I know. But you go in and play, like you could work out the per 1,000 quote. I'm sorry, what is it? Is that me? Oh, it's my echo. So you could do the per 1,000 and hit update. Just to work with the client, and just go proceed to app. All right. And you won't have all this fun stuff. I'm on the training site. Okay, so that's it. So then we're just going to fill in the social and the address. And again, like I said, you could do this over the phone also if you've got some kind of a technician coming to your house to fix something. You've got that ability to do some business over the phone. And again, you want them to be a resident or a citizen. I'm sorry, a U.S. citizen or have a green card. All right, it's going to double check the face amount. Ownership information, we'll assume it's the same for now. And it's gonna let you put up to 3 bennies on right here. Okay. And it's going to ask you about other coverage, so we're going to say no. We're not replacing anything. And again, that's it for the application portion. That's how quickly we went through that. Now we're just going to do your producer certification portion. And again, it just run through its, any other life insurance in force. Are we replacing anything? We're not doing a 1035. It's not a conversion. And this is where everybody, when they fill out the paper app, because they just go no, 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 and you guys have so many carriers that were all different. And if you miss this, it could delay it, and you potentially lose the sale. Here, if you hit the wrong one, it's gonna tell you, and it's gonna pop up a red flag up here that you did something wrong. So it's great. It's straight through processing. So we'll just say face to face. What also is great is this will go directly into Gerber. So that, see, like I said, if you make a, it's gonna just, I made a mistake on the insured city, so I got to put a city in here. My bad. That's okay. So we just fix. It's going to tell me if you did this on a paper app, you got to send it in. Somebody's got to key it in, and then you got to go back and forth and maybe get more information from the client. This way, it's going to tell you right away. You're sitting with the client, you get everything corrected, and we're good to go. And we're going to just take the bank information. Okay. And we have the preferred payment date that we've added, which now you can actually just put that right in. So the client wants to pay on the 15th of the month. So you go, yes, bill on the 15th. Just like that, just that easy, really, so easy. You're going to get a recap just to make sure you've got the right one checked off on the budget. And if you've got really bad handwriting and you need to do a paper app, you can just download it here and it'll print out for you. Or you can just continue and have it go directly into Gerber. Right, you're gonna get your app number too, which is pretty huge. So you'll know if there's an issue or you have to call in to follow up on something. You've got that contract number already.
And not many carriers are allowing clients to pay by credit card.
Yeah. Yeah, Master or Visa card we take. And then we got the last couple of steps here. Just the owner and the agent. They agree to the steps above. You got to do the proof of the proof, so the driver's license or whatever they're showing you, and the terms of use. All right, and we continue.
On the application, how many grandchildren can we put on one electronic application?
6, up to 6 children.
Perfect.
Yes, yes. And you're just going to review it. And what I always recommend printing it, because until it actually gets paid, they actually put a policy kit once the policy's paid. So the agent can go in and pull it up to talk to your client, or if you have to go visit them, you'll have a copy of it in front you can take with you and talk to. And here, so you go in and sign. This is the client. Client signs. This is nice because you're not waiting for anything back and forth when they're sitting with them. So everything gets done right away and it's all completed and finished, which is pretty cool.
And Mary Ellen's
right here.
Our name up there. A lot of the agents don't realize that our governing body for Gordon Marketing, we are Benefit Plans of America. So when you see Benefit Plans of America, that's one and the same as Gordon Marketing. So don't be surprised if you see something that says Benefit Plans of America. Our marketing arm is Gordon Marketing.
Yeah, good point. Same thing. Good mention. So you got your prints. You can download it or print it, and you just go check the document and sign it, and that's it. It's in the system.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, quick, very quick. And of course, this is the agent. So again, if you're with them, you can print and download it. Whatever. If you're sitting in the clients, you can print it out and then email it to them directly, or however you want to work it. But so you have a copy. I've never had anybody need it, which is pretty cool. But usually that's what happens when you don't take a copy of it, is when you need it, right? And then you're going to sign as the producer. And again, you got the print and download option. Just double check everything, and you're going to go down to the section which is going to be your producer cert page. And this is the one everybody goes no, 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 and has a no-go. So you can't do a no-go with these, which is great. It's a beautiful thing. and that's it. And it should just process, and that's it. And it's going to kick out. It's going to give you the application number. Now, how quick was that? Wasn't that fast?
Awesome.
That's fast. Done deal. That's it. Okay.
Fantastic.
That's your. Yep.
Seeing if there would be any other questions, a couple things I'll answer offline as far as contracting, things like that. But
Thank you.
you've absolutely been everything I was hoping that you were going to be able to do, Mary Ellen. I'll sing your praises back to Dick Gordon himself.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. So,
all right. And like I said, if anybody took my number, just let me know that you're on this call and this is Tim, so I can make sure you get back and Tim gets, hears about it so he knows, because you guys, thank you so much for this opportunity and for joining and everybody's time. Really appreciate it.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. I'll answer quite a few questions offline. And let's see if if you have any further questions, don't hesitate. I will look forward to being able to going over other questions. Again, Friday, 11 a.m. Don't forget to connect. John is an agent who has for about 6 years now, about the same time I started running mortgage protection. He runs mortgage protection leads from us through our source. He's running mortgage protection leads, and he will usually average about $2,000 to $3,000 a week. In addition to that, you guys want to hear how he has reached out and started to build an agency. He has over 100 agents now on his team of what he's done in just about 6 years being in this business. And he, this last week, submitted over $150,000 just this last week. So he is on track to be somewhere. We'll do the math. Multi-million-dollar agency in just a few short years, with an average override probably of about 20%. So multiply that times 20%. That's what he's earning. Why do you want to be an agency manager? There you go. That is a major reason why. Make sure that you're doing 3 things, guys. Go make it happen for your income. Go make it happen for your family. Bless your family, your church. Number 3, if you take care of number 3, the first 2 are always taken care of. If you go and make it happen for that family in the field, your income will grow exponentially. You will bless your family, your church, a charity, by simply taking care of that family in the field. I wish you many blessings from God and look forward to meeting again this Friday, 11 a.m. Guys, God bless.